And then he was the exact same grinding California cool leader all week long, Mike.
All right, Don, great stuff. NC State will start with the football first as Duke won the toss and deferred, and Duke Scott rumbles past the 25.
He extends plays, but he's very smart in how he disperses the football to his receivers.
He's got a good running back to start, but nothing doing. A loss of 1 for Hollywood Smothers. And it's been great stuff from C.J. Bailey. On 3rd down and 11. It's a screen off the right side and a lane off to the races. Terrell Anderson is gone. 75 yards.
You start 3rd and long, so you're going to have this up here. He's just going to come right here, but watch the blocking out front. Watch, these are the guys that come out and seal the block. That's all you need. You get guys out front, and you get the screenplay. Cool, come back and look at the blocking. It's just terrific blocking. You get Terrell Anderson out into the open field, and guess what? Turn into the Duke track meet. NC State with the fast start today.
And now Charlie Burtwhistle sends it away to Peyton Jones, junior running back out of Norfolk, Virginia, with a lane up the middle of the field, and he takes it out to the 30. And the Blue Devils will see a lot of different running backs. Jacquez Moore in there to start, and this is the tight end Jeremiah Hazley, who goes spinning for a first down. Only his 5th catch of the season and 15.
Mensah is able to get me correct.
Mensah moves in the pocket. He'll often scramble to throw, and he got it complete to Samir Higgins, redshirt senior from Philadelphia. Mensah under pressure. Great catch by Hazley, the tight end, into the red zone, and a 4th down conversion gifted by NC State.
That's a nice job by the tight end Hazley. He's lined up on the outside. Penalty by North Carolina State could come back to cost them, especially if Duke gets into the end zone.
Shepard with a cut, and Shepard gets cracked down inside the 5.
For the quarterback, Mensah.
Yeah, extra offensive lineman Bradley Smith, the backup center, comes into the game. And this is Anderson Castle at 215 pounds with a push. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, Mike, you know I go by a motto, right? My motto is sometimes, if it's free, give me what? 3. And that's the one.
Duke Scott in to spell him for the Wolfpack. Bailey got rid of it. Into coverage, intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Stone off the ricochet. And Duke's got a takeaway.
It's just a
tight quarters for C.J. Bailey, who will roll. Bailey fires toward the sideline and got it complete. Keenan Jackson the grab, good for a first down at 14.
Robinson.
It's a screen set up to the tight end Justin Jolie, and he can scoot, and he gets tripped up near the 30. Deshaun Stone wraps up Jolie after 18.
Oh, this is just a nice job by the tackle.
Broke free of the ankle tackle from Trey Freeman. Fresh set of downs out of the backfield. Nice catch by Hollywood Smothers, who spins away from Trey Freeman. How fun is this kid for 8 yards?
For Mr. Smothers.
1 year at Oklahoma, now his 2nd year with NC State. Duke Scott spells him and picks up a first down. Big blocking tight end Cody Hardy, 44 in white. And they run that way with Scott with a cut. He takes it into plus territory. Josiah Green tracked him down, but not before 15 yards.
Yeah, I'm giving some love to the guys, the linebacker.
Screen. This is Keenan Jackson, and he picks up about 5. Good rhythm here to NC State for the first time on its 3rd possession.
He's telling you why, and he's showing you with his play.
Scott again with a mean stiff arm, and Scott picks up a first down. I'm not sure that's what prompted Terry Simmons off. In any event, on 2nd and 12, quarterback draw with Bailey. And the baby giraffe, as Hollywood Smothers likes to call him, can run a little bit as well. He picks up 6, third down and medium. Bailey rifles, and it's caught. Sure-handed grab by Keenan Jackson for a first down. Again, this drive started at the 1. 12th play of the drive. Bailey underneath. Jolie spins for a few more away from Nick Morris. 8-yard pickup, second down and short. Bailey keeps with a stutter step and a spin inside the 10. Chandler Rivers wrapped him up. 10-yard pickup for the Wolfpack. Three tight ends in the game. A give to Smothers. And Smothers has plenty for a first down. And the pile pushes for 4. 15th play of the drive for NC State, and it's C.J. Bailey. Wrapped up by Aaron Hall. 5th-year senior nose tackle and 2-time captain had the penetration.
Yeah, nice job by Hall. That's the guy right there, Joe Lee, the tight end, number 7.
On second down and goal. Bailey floats one. End zone touchdown. The second touchdown for Terrell Anderson. And what a drive from NC State.
It takes time. You got to give props to the offensive line first. But this route took forever to happen. And watch, he's going to motion down in here.
Mighty impressive from Dave Doran's offense. And now Darian Mensah back to work. And he connects with Cooper Barkate, the Harvard transfer. 8-yard pickup, and the first time Cooper Barkate gets involved. They've had some issues with turnovers this season. Shepard slips free. And Shepard's got enough for a first down. Well, they are really high on this kid. True freshman from Louisiana.
To make some plays.
Johnny Brewer told us he was one of the 2 bright spots offensively in the loss last week. Mensah with the pocket collapsing. Taken down by Caden Fordham for a loss of 2. Nowhere to go for Darian Mensah. Anderson Castle. One cut running, and he picks up 5, third down and 3. Brown in motion. Castle again. Stacked up. 4th down coming up. Joseph Adedire on the stop with Brandon Cleveland as well.
Adedire, watch 25 right here. Watch him fight. Watch him fight to the outside, refusing to be blocked. I always say the expectations for Klubnik right now was about NFL. They're just trying to win the game.
C.J. Bailey checks it down. Hollywood Smothers finishes a hit. Caden Noonkester, the 6'6", 5th-year senior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, and on a fake, NC State's got enough for a first down. How about that decision? They fake it with the tight end Cody Hardy and pick it up in their own territory.
Yeah, they got set quickly. You have to have a call, Mike. There has to be a call. Watch Hardy right here. That ball's directly snapped to him, and he just gets right in between that pile. Almost turned it into like a rugby play. It's obviously different than the tush push, but it's really been dominated by special teams mistakes, but also some great special teams plays.
Bailey rolls. Caught along the sideline by Duke Scott. Picks up 5 yards. Makai Jones. Bubble screen to the outside and a cutout field. Plenty of running room down the sideline for Noah Rogers. The redshirt sophomore from Raleigh picks up 25.
It's all about blocking, though. That's what happens. Watch his receivers. His receiving buddies helped him out. Well, you got the tight end as well in there. Joe Lee's out at the front at the point of attack, but you get another block.
From just outside the red zone. Smothers out of the backfield. Plenty of running room. Hollywood Smothers is in. Touchdown.
Before that ball crossed the plane.
Absorbs the contact, knee down. Where's the ball when that knee is down?
That right knee, when that right knee touches, looks about the 1 yard line. is that ball? Do we have a definitive angle that shows that the ball is not across that goal line? Right knee, and
down.
He's still turning. But where is the football with the right knee? And I think, oh, that's the look right there, Mike. See this look right here? If I'm looking at this goal line right here, and there's the football right there. I think he's short.
They drew a Wake Forest timeout. Bailey came back in on 4th down and had a touchdown. Will Wilson rumbles in for a touchdown. With the fake punts, and they pay it off with Will Wilson.
Yeah, you get the little pull, and then Mr. Wilson.
Duke is 0 of 3 on 3rd down. Mensah stands in and zips one complete past the 40. Quayshawn Brown had lost to Tulane.
Yeah, just a nice job by Quayshawn Brown. He felt it. It came right in. It was a nice job by the offensive line. North Carolina State showed 5.
A fake to Shepard, and Mensah goes back to him. And a sure-handed tackle by Caden Fordham,
who's out for the first half with targeting.
Duke needs 4. 4-man rush. Mensah across the middle and hung onto by Jeremiah Hazley for a 1st down.
That time holding on to it was Hazley, knowing he's going to take a big hit.
And now Mensah underneath again. Another completion. Caden Fordham in on the stop on the check down to Shepard for 6. You know Duke loves those deep shots. Shepard with a burst and got to the 2nd level. Ran into Brody Barnhart, picks up 13 yards.
Yeah, nice job blocking up front, getting big guys out in this rotation of running backs at Duke.
Fresh set of downs, and now Mensah will run for the first time. And Mensah ducks down underneath Barnhart. Very close to a 1st down, and it is enough.
And find some open room where Mensah can operate.
Mensah toward the end zone, and it is caught! What a catch by Landon King! Up the ladder for 6. He goes right over the top of Assad Brown, stepping in for the injured Jackson Vick.
Yeah, they tried to.
Syracuse still up by 13 on Clemson with inside of 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter there. Coming up on 2 to go in the 1st half here, and Hollywood Smothers with a cutback for a loss of 1. Both have all 3 timeouts, and a huge 2nd down play call from Kurt Roper, who does go to the air with C.J. Bailey down the sideline, dropped into Terrell Anderson. They got aggressive, and Anderson beats Landon Callahan and picks up 43.
I think they get aggressive, Mike, because they don't get the ball to start the 2nd half. Duke does. So what did you do? You get Anderson on the outside. He did a great job of running the imaginary.
How about those numbers from C.J. Bailey? He's 14 for 14 since the interception. Smothers broke away, and Anthony trips him up from behind.
Right now, Anderson is the big play.
Grimes was a game-time decision coming in. Pocket collapses on Bailey, looking for somewhere to go. And Josiah Green wraps him up on 3rd down for no gain. 7 and 1 in the slot. Pressure off the edge. Bailey goes that way, and a good catch on a throw behind by Anderson. Chandler Rivers in on the immediate stop. Looked like Duke jumps. Bailey is intercepted by Trey Freeman. Freeman breaks the tackle. Down the sideline. Knocked down inside the 15. Left side of your screen, Anthony.
Yeah, see, Anthony never truly jumped. He went with the snap. And then C.J. Bailey just throws a bad interception there. Again, look at all the receivers for NC State. They're still waiting for a call. The ball is snapped, and they're not even moving. Receivers aren't even. I don't think a call was actually made. A play was called in the huddle or even at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that is close. So
Yeah.
you don't think it is offsides there on Anthony? And now his counterpart, Darian Mensah, the multi-million-dollar quarterback, directing Duke. Anderson Castle finishes a run. Touchdown, Duke. But 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's the linebacker, Sean Brown, 0. He's right there to make the play, and Castle runs right through him. Right through him.
But Duke answered back with a couple of touchdowns, including on the interception, and they've got the lead. Darian Mensah connects to Samir Hagans, who runs over a defender and takes it out near the 45.
Likes how they stopped the run, but got to tackle better.
That was a huge key coming in. It's the true freshman, Nate Shepard, who picks up a good gain of 9. He's been trying to get in gear with this new offense, and he throws the screen here to Quayshawn Brown down the sideline for a first down. How would you describe what you saw from Mensah in the first down? For myself and my family. And Duke handpicked him to lead this team in the offseason. Mensah down the sideline, drops it into Hagans. It is a touchdown! A beauty, and Duke extends the lead.
Just looking at with 2nd and short to see if C.J. Bailey can maybe try to take one over the top.
Instead of give to Hollywood Smothers, who's got the great vision. Smothers hits the gas. Hello, Hollywood. "51 yards to the house."
First of all, I want you to watch the block by Justin Jolie. He's going to get here and watch that block and allow Smothers to get in, ping-pong his way, and then he's down the races for a touchdown.
So Dave Doran's trying to get it back right here. Duke Scott's the running back. C.J. Bailey scrambles and gets cracked down by Wesley Williams. Just like you got to be a running back if you're Turbo Richard. Oh, that is good stuff. All right, 2-point game. And Duke with the football. And this is Anderson, don't call me Thad Castle, picks up a first down.
Showing us how to get it done, and Castle paying it off with a first down run.
Castle again runs behind Hazley and gets wrapped up by Trey Thomas. And Duke wanted to reshape its offense. It's been a shaky kicking game, and this is outside of Todd Polino's range. Mensah the fake. Deep shot. King got him this time. Touchdown, Duke.
Comes in here, but watch how he releases. He kind of jogs a little bit and acts like he's going to block, and then boom, he takes off. This was a great job by an experienced wide receiver, a grad transfer from Harvard, showing like he's going to block, and then boom, puts that foot in the ground and takes off. And what a throw from Mensah for the touchdown. Making a mistake.
Midway through this third quarter at Wallace Wade Stadium. Smothers with that great vision again and the elusiveness. Smothers bumped out of bounds inside the 10. Run out by Jaden Francois. This kid just sees lanes and then they appear.
Yeah, but you also get good blocking. Watch this little cut block from T. Anderson, the right tackle. Watch how
Duke Scott gives Smothers a blow. Bailey design a run. Got away momentarily from Wesley Williams, but then Caleb Weaver drops him down. Field goal kicker last year, but got beat out in camp by Nick Konachinsky, who missed a couple of times in week 1, so it's been back to Vincent, and it's blocked. Wesley Williams came right up the middle and blocks the kick.
Damon Smith, he's got to block down. You got to block, take care of your gap. He doesn't take care of the gap, and watch Wesley Williams just shoot right through. You got to take care of your gap first. You don't take care of the gap. Wesley Williams shoots right through, and that's an easy block of the field goal.
What are Bailey zips one incomplete. Intended for Justin Jolie, and it's a turnover on downs. Nate Shepard, the true freshman running back, stays in there. on the draw. The explosive Shepherd. It's wrapped up by Kenny Soares, Sean Brown and company. Cade Reynoldson. Then in the third quarter, they had a field goal get blocked. This time, though, Todd Polino and the operation is true from 43. First 3 games, he had 9 for 107. Smothers and Bailey with a bubble and a fumble. Wesley Williams pounces on it, and disaster strikes for the Wolfpack.
Wesley Williams makes this play. Watch 97. He actually makes this play. I know it's a mistake on the quarterback, but because Wesley Williams goes with Smothers, who comes here, that made some indecision by the quarterback. Watch. I know it's a lot of drawing, but watch Williams. See how he feathers? He goes with Smothers, and that made Bailey think, oh, I've got a lane. Well, mixed handling of the football, and it's on the ground. And guess who? Taking away Smothers and forced some indecision by the quarterback, Bailey.
And now Mensah wants a shot play. Escapes from Cleveland, who does trip him up in the end for a loss of 1. Castle. Nothing doing. Cleveland wraps him up. Flip side of that, though, I know Wesley Williams forced the hand of C.J. Bailey.
Right. And that's really been the difference in this game is the turnovers by C.J. Bailey today.
Long way to go and a 3rd and long for Darian Mensah. Under pressure and wrapped up by Trey Thomas. Massive stand by NC State's defense. Duke well outside of field goal range and a loss of 8.
Watch this long loop. He's going to start here and loop all the way into here for the sack. Nice job.
NC State begins at its own 5, and Hollywood Smothers gets the edge. Run out of bounds by Deshaun Stone as Smothers takes it past the 20.
This critical moment here in the 4th quarter.
Duke Scott gets cracked down, and Scott's got enough for a 1st down. In the belly of Duke Scott. Gets dragged down by Jaden Francois.
Of a personal foul roughing the passer.
So they wipe out, and it's 2nd down for Bailey. Spinning away from pressure. Eyes downfield, and he fits it into a tight window for a 1st down to Justin Jolie. 6.5 to go. Bailey steps up and gets dropped by Aaron Hall.
A nice job by Hall, using the strength. I mean, these guys up front, Hall, Green, Anthony, Williams, all of them. He's just going to swim to the inside. And that's a nice job by Hall. Just all of these 4.
Pressure comes. Bailey toward the sideline, and that's hauled in by Terrell Anderson. Somehow made the catch inside the 5.
I almost thought it was intercepted. Caleb Weaver, number 3, he's running in. I thought he intercepted it, but it's actually Anderson with the play.
15th play of this drive. Wilson up the middle, another touchdown. Short yardage specialist, and what a drive from the Wolfpack. Castle up the middle with a 1st down and more. Anderson Castle, the king of the castle.
Run the football, but I want you to watch Kenny Soares here. He's the linebacker. He gets lost inside. When you get lost inside, that's just an easy run for Castle. Anderson races, and look, everyone calls him Baby Allstott, and he has the...
Game comes down to this for C.J. Bailey and the Wolfpack. 4-man rush. Bailey, crosser, picked off by Musa Kane to stamp it for Duke.
Calmness with Manny Diaz, right? Me and you, we both looked at each other. It was like, Manny looks very calm today. Yeah, I see why.
Could sense it down on the field somewhat.
I think it was confidence. Just confidence in his group.